Hi, welcome to Azalea's Kitchen. I'll be showing you how to make my very easy oat bars, and you can stuff them with anything like jam. It's obviously the most convenient, but dried fruit or even fresh fruit. And I'm going to be showing you how easy it is. It has 4 ingredients and obviously whatever you want to put in the middle. So it has oats, quite a bit of oats, brown sugar, and the brown sugar I think is quite important for flavour. It just gives that sort of fudgy flavour. A little bit of flour, plain flour, and butter or margarine. I'm using my daughter's dairy-free butter, so this can be a dairy-free and an egg-free recipe. And in the middle today I'll be putting in 4 tablespoons of jam, any of your jam. So the first thing to show you is how everything goes into the mixer. Oats, sugar and flour. I would put the butter last, and that's because if you put the butter first, it tends to stick to the bottom of the bowl if you have one of these mixers. So always start with the flour or oats first. So that goes in, and then it's a matter of actually mixing it up. Now I'm going to turn this on and put it on slow speed, and you'll see how quickly it's done. Just removed some of the butter, or actually margarine, that was stuck to the paddle, so now I'm going to put it back on for a few seconds and it's done. And this is the stage I want it. I'm always fighting this machine. There we go. Right. So I don't want it any more mixed than this. I want it into little bits, like basically a crumble mix. There. It's ready. Choose your tin. I have here a shallow square tin. You can use a rectangle tin. Preferably a shallow one. I have used a deep one with success, it's fine, but a shallow one is easy to turn out. So once you've chosen your tin, I am going to put half of the mixture on the bottom now, and I know already that it's about 310 grams, so now all I'm doing is spreading it out, and then with your fingers, once you spread it out, just press it down, and the butter and margarine will make it stick. So you want to bring it right to the edge of the tin. The bottom part I'm just squashing a little bit down than I am going to do with the top half. The top half I want the mixture to be looser than this, but this is just to make sure that it turns out when you turn it out of the tin. So now that I'm quite happy with this, all I'm doing is going to put 4 tablespoons of your favourite jam. Spread it out thinly. This is a very thin layer of jam, so it's not a lot of jam, but it just adds that little bit sweetness and to the oat bar. Now for the top bit, again loosely cover it, the jam. To this mixture that I'm putting on top, you can add some seeds like I have done in this one here, some toasted sunflower seeds, any seeds you have, sesame seeds would be very nice. And I've also added some coconut, which is one of my husband's favourites. And so what I do on the second half is mix in what you fancy to sort of have diversity, I suppose. Now I'm going to finish off the top. And once you've put all the top mixture here on top to cover the jam, you're pressing lightly down, but still leaving a little bit roughness. And the reason is if you have gaps on the top, it will crisp up a bit better, and so that the contrast between a crispier top and a soft bottom, I think, is one of those things that makes this particular bars nice. What I'm going to do now is to press with a fork around the edges to make sure that it sticks together. The only thing that's sticking this together is the butter or the margarine, so you really need to make sure that it's just pressed down a little bit. That's it, and that's ready for baking. It's baked and I've left it to cool down for about 15 minutes, and it needs that in order to have the butter or the margarine settle a little bit in order for you to be able to turn out. So I'm going to loosen around the edges and just turn it out. Alright, I can feel that it's loose. As you can see, look how crispy this is, which is lovely. Turn this over. I'm just going to show you what I did with these ones here that have fresh fruit. So I did exactly the same as this. I cut back the jam, so I only put 2 tablespoons of jam in, and then on top for the strawberry ones I sliced fresh strawberries and just lay them in one layer on top of the jam, and then just sprinkle the mixture of the oats on top of that. And these ones have peach jam underneath, and then tinned peaches or canned peaches slices quite thinly on top, all around the jam, again with the mixture on top, straightforward. And then here, obviously, I had mentioned before, I have ones with coconut and seeds, and I have this one with a jar of old mincemeats that I have found in the cupboard. It's a great way to use jars of things you have in the cupboard you might have forgotten about, but it shouldn't be the only reason why you make it, because since I've been making this week, these 2 jars were twice the amount you can see there. They've gone. The family love it. So I hope you make this recipe soon. I'll see you next time in the Zalia's Kitchen.